You got challenges that you're going to run across.
I remember when you said you called me one night and we went over to Brookwood Village to get you some sneakers. And I came back, because you wanted something for the combine, right? And I came back. I told I said, Mace, this dude, it was like you got some $89 sneaker. It wasn't, you could have got $200. You could have got, I said, Sam, he just wanted a pair of shoes to run in the combine. I said, he didn't even get the top line. You put them on, you like, these cool. And it's funny, I remember, you ever see that commercial where you put your running shoes on and they got this guy running like he about to run out the store with him. You did that. You took off running, then you stopped and you ran a little bit more. And then you said, these fine right here. Like,
well, you know what? You know what now? It's funny you say that because I think the style of those shoes, might not have, made them cost a lot, but they're actually pretty good shoes. I knew good shoes too, Tony. I knew what I needed because I ran track in high school, so I kind of knew, hey, this will do it right here.
I told him that because you got to understand, we had been dealing with guys, man, that they had, this crazy stuff they was doing. I'm gonna tell you, this two guys that during that time, cell phones was just kind of coming out.
That's right.
Most people didn't really have them.
I still had a pager. I had a pager.
This one guy had Mace get him a couple of phones for him and his cousins. And so when they would come to Atlanta and we would ride around, I'd take them, hang out, gym, shoot ball and all that. He would literally call his cousin in the back seat on the cell phone. So imagine now, you're talking about this when the race was high. That was when people wait for the weekend to use your radio.
Yeah, on the phone, late at night.
We driving down P Street, his cousin in the back on the phone talking to him. I'm like, man, just turn around and talk to him. They just ran the tab up, but you was not a guy like that at all. You didn't do any of that kind of stuff.
Todd, I tell you, man, that's crazy, man. Man, calling him in the car.
That's amazing. They calling each other, the one in the front seat, one in the back seat, and they talking. I'm like, y'all can hear each other, but they just running up the tab.
Hey, I do want to go back on it. I want to go back on that Senior Bowl deal. I want to go back on that.
All right.
The funny thing is, we played Ohio State in the bowl game that year. We played them in the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, I went down there in Florida.
Yeah, which that was interesting in itself. Like we were undefeated my senior year, and we played Florida in the SEC championship game, the first one they had in Atlanta, and we ended up losing by 1 point. We lose by 1 point, so we lost a chance for the SEC championship and the national championship in one game. So we go to that bowl game, and nobody really wants to be there, because we felt like we should have been playing for the national championship. And so I actually hurt my ankle in that game. Had kind of a little high ankle sprain. And so I actually wouldn't have been healthy at the Senior Bowl if I had gone.
Okay.
So it didn't bother me as much because
but they didn't know that, but you know.
No, they didn't know that.
Okay.
They didn't know that. But now it was just kind of funny because I can remember there were about 7 or 8 of my teammates that did go. Matter of fact, my roommate was a safety that ended up going also. He ended up going. But one of my teammates did come to me. We were at our senior banquet. And after the banquet, guys were going down to the Senior Bowl in Mobile. And one of my good buddies that was going, he came to me, he said, man, out of everybody that's going, bro, you should have been the first one going.
Yep.
And but that's enough for me. When your teammates, your brothers,
when they say you know who know you should be there. Yeah.
Right. When your brothers recognize things and stuff like that, you don't.
Yeah.
That didn't really bother me.
Right.
And like I said, this happens for a reason.
Let me tell you another thing that bothered me though, because I still can remember this. So you went from first round to fourth round.
Right.
I can name all the safeties that came before you because that draft was only 4 safeties. It was Chris Hudson from
Colorado,
University of Colorado. A guy named Melvin Johnson from Kentucky, which I had never heard of. He
went second round. He went in front of everybody. Pretty athletic guy, Melvin. He's pretty athletic.
Okay, but I think he played only 3 years or something like that, 2 or 3 years, which is still good to be in the league to play that long.
And Devin Bush went first round.
See, I don't remember first round safety. Was he first round?
Yeah, Devin Bush played at Florida State. He went to the Falcons.
Okay. All right. Well, then I don't know how long Devin played because I don't remember him going first round, but I do remember Orlando Thomas. He went second round to the Vikings.
He went to the Vikings. He's a good player. All those guys were good players. All of them.
Right. Yeah. They played. I know Orlando Thomas played about 5 years. Johnson played 2 or 3 years. I can't remember how long Devin Bush. And
Devin played for about, I'd say at least about 7 or 8.
Okay.
He played for a while. He was a good player also. It's funny though. You mentioned Melvin. With Tampa Bay because Tampa. They actually called me, like one of their top scouts called me about a week before the draft, maybe less than a week before the draft. He calls and he says, hey, if you're still around when we pick in the second round, we're going to take you. So, on draft day, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, draft's going by. I'm really not, I wasn't tripping about, not being first round and that. Right. But yeah, we get to the second round and Tampa picks Melvin Johnson. I was like, oh man,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because they had kind of got me. I'm sitting there expecting to go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and the crazy part is when your family members start leaving. All right, Sam. Well, we know we've been here all day. We know you're gonna get drafted.
Yeah, I mean, I actually waited till the second day. You're right. I had to wait till the second day.
Yeah,
the beginning of the second day. 4th round, because back then it was first, second, and third the first day. So,
but I still remember telling your mom, you could ask. I said, Sam gonna play longer than all these guys, and you got a good 8-year run. So you went to the Bengals now, and who was it? Coslett? Was that the head coach?
Actually, we had. Oh
no, you were from Bama, Shula.
Yeah, we had Dave Shula.
Yeah.
That's Mike's brother. That's Mike's older brother.
Okay.
Mike played quarterback at Bama, but David Shula was the head coach when I got there. And after 2 years, they got rid of David, and then it was Bruce Coslett. Yeah.
And then after that 3rd year is when you went to the Redskins.
Well, actually, after my 4th year, so I played in Cincinnati 4 years.
Okay.
And then my contract was up. I was a free agent, and then I was able to go hit free agency and kind of make up for getting drafted as high.
You got challenges that you're going to run across.
Make sure you subscribe and also hit the all button. That's the little bell for all the new content that will be coming out. Thank you.